Hey everyone, it's the Enthusiast X3 here, and I thought I might play a little bit of a game here on what I usually do for a living. Today I'm playing SCP-087, and so I thought I might use this game to talk about what I usually do for a living, a little bit more about myself. Since this game is basically a gigantic staircase, and also my lighting, I mean the brightness is absolutely nothing. Yeah, I can barely see anything. So anyway, I guess, yeah, I'm okay. Floor 2. So my real name is Mitch. Yeah, I know, same name as Bajan Canadian. So yeah, I'm Mitch. That's my name. And I am 19 years old. My birthday is March 23rd, 2001. A lot of people say that I sound younger than I really am. So I guess that's good. Oh, I can jump. Check that out. All right. Anyway, I was a part of an a cappella group named Ocapella, where we did a lot of different challenging songs. I was a tenor 1 in the group. You know, the part where it sings really, really high notes and that kind of thing. The higher voice boy part, not the highest part overall, because that's where the girls are usually doing that at. I went to school at Oakstone Academy in Westerville, Ohio. After I graduated, I went into Wright State University, which is where I am right now in my dorm. So I also... Is that breathing? Oh my god, I really am hearing breathing. Anyway, let me think. I actually grew up with a pretty big family, but when I was like 5 years old, it became even bigger because I have 2 stepsisters. I originally had 2 other brothers. One of them is on the autism spectrum, and so am I, actually. I'm on the spectrum as well, just to let you know. One of them is younger. He's still currently in school. High school, I mean. In which he's about to be a senior. Oh, wait, no, he is a senior this year. I think he goes to Olentangy. Or at least he used to. Wow, what kind of a brother am I that doesn't even know where his brother goes to for school and that kind of crap? Okay, floor 12. I honestly don't know which floor I stop at, to be honest. So let me think. What else do I do? Oh yeah, I play games. I play a lot of games. One of them is this one, to be exact. Yeah, I like to play horror games a lot, in which Baby's Nightmare Circus was one of the first games that I ever played before I started my channel. The other one being the Joy of Creation story mode. That was way before I played Baby's Nightmare Circus. In which I still have footage of that, but I don't think I should upload them on my channel. I'm probably just gonna post a compilation of me just getting scared of it. Because technically all it is just me commentating about the game itself and nothing really interesting. Baby's Nightmare Circus was where I usually started getting into commentary about what's happening in the game a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you guys all get what I'm saying, technically. I don't know if you guys are, but I'm trying my hardest. So yeah, as you can tell, I have a little bit of a speech impediment. In which I didn't take any speech classes at all. Which was kind of my fault for not taking those, I guess. Oops. So let me think. Oh yeah, I do watch a lot of movies. One of my favorite series is Jurassic Park, the Alien series. Who's following me? Sorry, I got thrown off a little bit. Yeah, I do like the Alien movies a lot. I don't like this one bit. Let me think. Okay, 24. How long is this staircase? Okay, so I really like Jurassic Park a lot. You've seen a little bit of those videos up on my channel already. I barely script anything. As you can tell, I did not script my commentary for this game at all because I'm coming up with everything on the spot. Let's see. 27. Cool. I really like Five Nights at Freddy's because I grew up with that ever since it came out in 2014. I'm not so sure if the trailer was released on August 8th or the game itself was released on August 8th. I don't know. I'm not very sure. But when I did play it, I gained a lot of courage to play horror games. So if it wasn't for Five Nights at Freddy's, I probably wouldn't be playing this game right now. I grew a lot of courage ever since I started playing Five Nights at Freddy's, which is why I really like it so much, and I really like to base my channel off of that. I do animate a lot. As you can tell on my channel, there are a lot of SFM animations on my channel already, if you haven't checked that out yet. One of them being the Asdf movie creation that I created a long time ago, which was about 6 or 7 months ago. I'm not so sure. I might have to look at the time again. But I do remember it being one of the only animations that I ever spent time on taking more than a day to complete. So that was pretty cool. Let me think. What else? Oh yeah, I do play Shell Shock Live every now and then. That's one of the games that I really started to really love. Oh! What the? What is... It suddenly got deeper into focus. Okay, anyway, Shell Shock Live is one of the games that I really like playing because I grew up playing Flash games, like when Adobe Flash was a thing. It's going away on December 2020, but on one of the websites I played on onemorelevel.com, that was one of the Flash game websites that I really enjoyed visiting every now and then. That was how I found the Henry Stickmin games before it absolutely exploded. Yeah, I actually played the Henry Stickmin games before Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, all of the really, really popular YouTubers started playing now. I think Cora Exenstein played it. Let me think. some of those guys started playing the Henry Stickmin games before they... yeah, I played the Henry Stickmin games on the website called oneMoreLevel.com. It was a website that technically had all of the Flash games on it. Not all of them, but a lot of very, very unique Henry Stickmin games. A lot of very unique games on there, to be exact. That were like used from Flash. That was how I found the Button, which is basically this hilarious game in which you click a button and then it starts talking to you. Where it says, do not press it. If you press it, the text would change to like, do not press, please. It's a really funny game that I highly recommend that a lot of you guys should start checking out pretty time soon before Flash goes away. So what else? Yeah, I'm currently a freshman in college. The classes are all online because of what's going on right now in the world. Election's getting pretty close. I haven't voted yet, but I don't think I will, probably. Because I do know who I want to win for the election, but I don't want to say who I will because the comments would probably be a very big shitstorm if I just say that. Yeah, because democracy is what I not want to live for. Because socialism is not a thing that I want to be for. Because I like freedom. I like having rights. So, yeah, I do play other games other than just horror, though. Jurassic World Evolution is one of my favorite simulation games that I've ever played. Except No Limits to... Oh! I should probably reveal now that I'm probably the most passionate about is roller coasters and theme parks and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm a huge coaster enthusiast that really likes to talk about his different experiences at different theme parks. Kings Island and Cedar Point are both of my home parks, in which both of them are 2 hours away from... Sorry about that. Anyway, Kings Island and Cedar Point are my home parks that I live with. Kings Island I've visited more because Cedar Point more expensive, a lot more revenue, a lot of more guests visited a lot. What floor am I on? 55! Jeez! I've gone pretty far. I want to sprint. I can't. Those moving shadows up on the ceiling? No? Maybe I should start looking above me. Yeah, let me think. I have visited Kings Island, Cedar Point, Carowinds, only one Six Flags park, Six Flags Great Adventure. I visited some of the SeaWorld parks, like Busch Gardens Tampa. Not SeaWorld yet. I think Busch Gardens Tampa is actually one of the only SeaWorld parks that I have ever visited. Last time I ever visited Busch Gardens Tampa was before Zadra was actually notified or in construction. Gwazi was still standing. Yeah, I actually got the opportunity to ride Gwazi before it closed down. Same thing with Dueling Dragons at Universal Orlando. Incredible Hulk is still one of my favorite launch coasters I've ever ridden. One of my favorite B&Ms in general. Yeah, I got to ride it before the refurbishment, so I got to hear, or as a matter of fact, feel the B&M roar it used to have. In which I am not kidding. As it was speeding through the course, you could actually feel it in your chest, and you could actually feel the ground rumble as it actually see that coming. Okay. I should probably start that up again. I felt something. I saw something grab me, and then and then my game crashed. So I'm probably gonna start that again. With high quality settings. Bang. You guys can't hear the bang because my screen recording software, which is Windows automatic capture, on floor 0, and now going into floor 1. Okay. So yeah, I got to be able to experience the Hulk before I got the refurbishment. Let me think. What else? Dude, I still can't believe that actually scared the crap out of me. Sorry, what else do I do? I don't read books, because I can't read books physically. Because I do not know how to read books and just, go through them, just read them, matter of fact, like that. Yeah, I can't, I only watch movies. And even then, I'm gonna have to watch movies multiple times in order for them to make sense to me. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you one of the movie experiences I had. Jumanji, the new one, not the one before the next level. The most recent one. What is it? Welcome to the Jungle. That's it. Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. I tried to discuss the movie plot, and everybody around me was just like, "What? That's not what happened at all." Which is kind of funny. Let me think. What else do I do? I already covered that I play Five Nights at Freddy's. No Limits 2. Oh yeah, I didn't get to discuss No Limits 2. I got to discuss that. Wait, no, I didn't. So No Limits 2 is one of the games that I have played the most out of all of my Steam games. No Limits 2 has the most hours put into any Steam game I have ever played. I think it has over 400 hours, which is almost nothing compared to what everybody plays on CSGO or Fortnite or that kind of thing. Although Fortnite isn't on Steam, it's on Epic Games. In which I can imagine that people play Fortnite all the time. Oh yeah, that's probably not going to be one of the games that I'm going to be playing on this channel, along with Among Us. Because Among Us is probably one of the games that I imagine is overrun by 18 to 12-year-olds. Because of all the memes going around it, all of the fame that it's been happening around. I might get around with the Henry Stickmin games. The updated ones, although I've already played all the ones already on Flash before it actually blew up. So, I don't know, I might play the updated ones. I know that it's already in my Steam library already, but every time I tried to play it, the game crashes every now and then. So, I took a break from it for a little while, so, yeah. Yeah, I took a break from the updated version for a little while, so that I don't really remember. I haven't started completing the mission yet. So I wanted to save that for whenever I actually get the courage to actually record it and have it not crash on me. So yeah. I haven't seen gameplay footage of it yet, so I wanted to actually save until 420. Save gameplay footage until I don't know. I just want to make the gameplay footage and not have the game crash on me, because excuse me, sorry. I woke up too early this morning because I had class. Yeah, I'm actually in between classes right now. My next one doesn't start until 2, and it's 11 o'clock right now in the morning. So everybody's already awake around me, so I have the ability to talk as loud as when I want and scream as loud as I want. In which I don't want to, because, well, I mean, I already did on that jump scare back in the one before my game crashed. By the way, that scared the freaking crap out of me. It wasn't my worst jump scare I've ever had. Oh, actually, my worst jump scare I've ever had was when I was playing the Joy of Creation story mode. But then again, the gameplay in that was just kind of straightforward and not very well thought out. Wasn't scripted at all. So, yeah, I'm gonna need to work on that in my future of playing games in this and on my channel. So, yeah, might have to get around that to that pretty soon. Let me think. What else do I do? I ride roller coasters, I play horror games, I play a lot of... Oh! Yeah, I do play virtual reality every now and then. I have the Oculus Rift and Oculus Go. Maybe in the future, once I get around to getting a really, really good PC, and not that my laptop's already trashed, it's already a really good laptop that I'm extremely fortunate to have. Let me think. I'm not so sure of what else to think about. Oh yeah, maybe once I get a very, very good PC, like in my 30s or 20s, not 30s probably, or maybe in my 30s, but maybe probably for like 10 years from now, once I get a high quality job and get some good and have a lot of money to spare, I'll probably get a really, really good PC and like start playing some stuff from the Valve Index, because I already have Half-Life Alyx, which I already played but did not record because the gaming laptop that I already have, which is really, really good, was still lagging a ton because that game's like really, really, really big. The graphics are so like well thought out and well animated that it's not very maybe it's probably just because of the map is so big. Only certain parts of it are like loaded throughout the gameplay. Yeah, I did get to play Half-Life 2. So I feel like I got a pretty good feel of what Half-Life is. So where's the level floor? Oh, well, I can't see it. Okay, there's 38. So I think I've pretty much talked about everything that I'm really, really into. Movie. Oh, I sing and I do theater. Actually, I forgot to tell you that. I was a part of 15 productions when I was in high school, and I'm hoping to increase that number while I'm in college. So, I actually remember all of my different theater. 41. Don't do that, please. So, let me think. My first ever theater production was Exposed. I forget who that's written by. So I have the script still at my I still have the script at my house. Exposed was my first ever one, and then the rehearsal. Oh wait, no. My role was Michael in Exposed. There were like 8 different segments, and I was in the final one, like the final 8th segment. I was Michael from Peter Pan, like the guy who sleeps a lot. Let me think. I was in the rehearsal. I was casted as Deb. Let me think. Let me load the game back up. I was casted as Deb, which is actually a gender switch for Dan. Oh wait, no, my actual character name was Dan, but it's an actual gender switch of Deb, which is actually one of the main characters in the show. So he works with a stage manager, I think. Wait, no, stage manager and the director. I forget what Dan's job is. I think he's basically the assistant stage manager who like does most of the work. Part of the work with that. Anyway, so yeah. And then I moved on to my very, very first high school production, Boys and Ghouls Together, in which I was an American named Gary, which again is a gender switch for Mary. So as you can tell probably by my voice and everything, wait, no, my voice was very, very high back when I was in high school in my very earlier years. Yeah. I was a gender switch in Boys and Ghouls. Not much to talk about because it was a minor role. Gary was a very, very sensitive American who is basically scared of everything that he sees in Dracula's castle. And of course, Dracula being the very welcoming to everyone is the only one that pretty skeptical about Gary. He was like, what is the matter with this boy? What does the matter with that girl? Is supposed to be the actual line, but what does the matter with this boy? Is what he actually says. Yeah, he has a very heavy Cockney accent. Dracula is kind of like the Count Dracula is the type of guy that talks like this. I can't remember any of the... Oh yes, I have finally succeeded in crossing a miniature cow with a giant chicken. That's one of his lines. That's like his very, very first lines. I don't really remember anything past that. Kind of. Maybe. Anyway, and then after Boys and Ghouls Together, I went into my first ever musical, Into the Woods. The show itself is it was really good, but the production that we did was very, very, very poorly done. Everything was pretty much last minute. Nobody surely knows how the baker's... Oh, wait. Spoiler alert. Nobody really knows how the baker's wife died because she pretty much just walked off stage and then all we hear is a bass drum. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like she probably got stomped. She was supposed to die in a certain... I think she was supposed to die in like a fissure of some sort. So, yeah. Let me think. Oh yeah, in Into the Woods, I was the cow, in which I was the highlight of the show besides the witch, in which I have absolutely no idea of how that happened, but it happened. All I did was moo, die, come back to life. Yeah, my role was pretty much meaningless, but all I had to do was like use 5 certain ingredients, like the cow is white as milk, the hair is gold as corn, something like that. So I had to use the 5 ingredients for that because I technically had to eat them, and then I had to milk myself. There's the shadows again. In which I had to milk, and then I had to feed it to the witch in order to let me think. Restore her young and beauty again. I think that's it. After that, I was pretty much a meaningless role. But somehow, in some way, everybody loved me. I don't understand why. Yeah, maybe it's probably because I stayed in character throughout most of the... maybe it was because I stayed in character throughout most of the different... What floor am I on? Throughout most of the different characters in the show. Yeah. And then after Into the Woods, I did let me think about this for a second. After Into the Woods, I did yeah, after Into the Woods I did let me think. Okay, after Into the Woods, we did our very, very first audience interactive, which was Murders in the Air, in which I was Bensonhurst, the butler, in which I was voted... So it's an audience interactive certain play because of the because of a voting ballot that you have to go through. Because of a certain acting ballot that you have to vote for in order to vote for the killer in that show. And I always voted killer on the first night because it's always the butler. For some reason, it's always the butler. Jeez, the shadows in this one are very, very active. Not so sure why. Because of the lighting on my... yeah. I was voted killer on the... And on the second night, the actor who was playing Miss Withers was voted on the second night, and then the person that works for me, Rufus, the handyman, the comic relief, was voted killer on the third night, which was, yeah. He was, the actor who played Rufus probably had the biggest glow up in his years of acting, probably. After Murders in the Air, we did another musical called Hello, Dolly, which was possibly one of the more popularly known musicals that we've done in the past. So yeah, I was given the role for Barnaby Tucker. So yeah, Barnaby Tucker is the person who works with Cornelius, and he's looking for a job. Wait, no, not the job, but he works with... Yeah, it's kind of a hard act to... It's kind of a hard story to follow, because yeah, sometimes the story can be a little bit confusing. Yeah, it was actually my first ever production where I had a significant other. Minnie. The actor who plays Minnie, is a grade above me. She has definitely been more involved with plays over the years than I have. Actually, no, wait. I think we've been both doing theater the same amount. Yeah, since both of our starting plays was exposed. Yeah. Anyway, after Hello Dolly, we went into the next semester, in which we did our very first drama, Anne Frank, in which was probably my hardest job I ever had to do. I was an understudy for Anne Frank, which was 40. I was an understudy for all of the male characters. Since there's like such a small cast, I had to study all of the male parts, which was like very, very, very hard for me to do, because all of them is like more than 50% of the entire play itself. So yeah, they really trust me with a really hard job, which was kind of understudy, Anne Frank, difficult job, next play. After Anne Frank, we did Lucky Stiff, in which I was the bellhop, in which was probably the saddest part, because later on in the production I had to get kicked because of my homework assignments being behind and that kind of thing. Yeah, I had to get kicked from that after that. So Lucky Stiff, I was still technically a part in that, but yeah, I'd probably still say that I was a part of Lucky Stiff. Anyway, after Lucky Stiff, what's next after Lucky Stiff? After Lucky Stiff, I'm not sure what's next. I can't remember after Lucky Stiff. After Lucky Stiff, we did a 80s theme of Midsummer Night's Dream, in which I was one of the rude mechanicals in the play. I was Robin Starveling, which was the person who gets to be a part of Pyramus and Thisbe, the production where which was the production that was made fun of by the lovers themselves in Theseus and Hippolyta, which was I got to play as the moon. Robin Starveling in particular got to play the moon, where he shines on Pyramus once he sacrifices Thisbe for his I believe. Oh yeah, also I was the understudy for Bottom and Quince. So instead of all of the male characters in Anne Frank, I finally just got to be able to study just two characters by themselves, which is probably a much better idea for me, because two characters is good enough for me. In which I did get to act out both characters. Oh yeah, I also got to act out each of the 5 characters from Anne Frank at least once, which was good. I got to play as Mr. Frank throughout the entirety of one of the playthroughs that we did, which was really, really, really fun. Yeah. So after Midsummer, we did my least favorite production. Yeah, my least favorite production. Ooh! Oh, I can jump. Okay. Oh! After that, my least favorite production, Guys and Dolls. I hated Guys and Dolls. I liked my role and everything that was in the play. I really liked the production itself. It was just the way that I was treated. I was treated like I was not really a part of the production itself, because I felt like I was not in the play at all. I felt very unwelcome. And the worst part, my parents never got to see me on the first night. Like, they didn't even care. Because I remember Mom calling me saying that, oh, well, me and Gustavo were just, he's my stepdad, by the way, me and my husband were just watching TV on our couches doing nothing. So we left everything up for Dad. I was like, wait, what? Why? But Dad had stuff to do that night. So he came to pick me up, and my dad felt very, very ashamed of himself, in which I actually felt really bad for him as well, because I know he had stuff to do, and I understand that my dad is a very busy man who, like, he works for a company of some sort. SMS Inc., I believe. Yeah, he sells machines for his I'm not sure. I can't exactly remember. He does sell machines for that kind of stuff. I wanted to look up to see if anything was changing up there. Not exactly sure. So, yeah, after Guys and Dolls, which I wanted to forget for a really, really long time, we did our first fall play that had, like, different characters acting out multiple roles, which was a cast of 10. I was actor number 7, in which I was very fortunate to get in, because Radium Girls was actually one of my personal favorite plays that we have ever done in my high school, Oakstone Academy in Westerville, if you forgot already. Let me think. 67. Oh, I want to get to 69, hopefully. Anyway, Radium Girls was probably one of my favorite productions I have ever been a part of, because it was one of the biggest challenges for me, other than Anne Frank, because that was just horribly difficult. So yeah, 69! Floor 69! Anyway, I got to act out 4 different I died on floor 69! Okay, I gotta open up the game again, because I've still got some more stuff to talk about. Bang! Yeah, you guys can't hear that. I wish you could, though. And floor 1. So yeah, Radium Girls is probably one of my favorite plays that I've ever done. But I keep repeating like I'm a broken record. Sorry. So after Radium Girls, we were gonna be on to my final musical that was supposed to happen, but it later got canceled due to the coronavirus, which was Once Upon a Mattress. I was a Panto Prince, which is basically which has a pretty big role at the introduction of the movie, or play. I mean, not movie. My ultimate goal in movies is to become in at least one horror movie, because I'd rather say it was probably one of my biggest. Good, yeah. So let me think. Once Upon a Mattress, I was also one of the knights. Yeah, not much to talk about from Once Upon a Mattress, because it later got canceled in between rehearsals because of the coronavirus. So yeah. Oh wait, no, that's 13 plays. The other 2 that I was actually a director for certain middle school plays, which was a very, very, very good job for me, or hard. I mean, very difficult job, because now I had to be split between different jobs at the actual let me think, actual directors from our high school plays actually had to go through, what they had to go through and what they were responsible of, how many jobs that were split in between them. Yeah. So my first production that I had to direct was The Day Skinny Jeans Saved the Universe. No, wait, no. That was my final one. The first one that I did was Toon Kaboom in the Cave of Doom. Technically, we weren't very split in between jobs back then, because, I have four other roles, or I mean, three other people that I worked with. We had four of us in total. I think me and one other student were just freshmen, and everyone else was seniors. Wait, no. Me and one other student was a junior. Her name is Tori. I remember. Yeah, Tori. Who also has done a lot of theater, just like I have. But her first play was Suicification of Romeo and Juliet, which was the one that I didn't get to do because I was still a nervous wreck at the time. So, yeah, I didn't get to perform in that yet. So, yeah. Let me think. What else? So I pretty much talked about all of my No, wait, no, I haven't. Toon Kaboom in the Cave of Doom was one of the plays that I directed, and then the second one is The Day Skinny Jeans Saved the Universe. That time we were split into different jobs. I had the blessing to do warm-ups and line memorization, because I was probably the best at doing line memorization at my school ever thought it was probably possible. I don't think I remember calling line once, except for when Radium Girls happened. So yeah. Let me think. So I think that's all of my theater experience. So I talked about what games I usually play a lot. Oh yeah, I also play Mortal Kombat as well, but I don't plan on playing that anytime on my channel soon because of how YouTube is sensitive with its policies now. But wait, I'm not monetized anyway, so it probably wouldn't matter if I posted some of that on my channel. And also, you may have noticed on my channel that I don't curse a lot, but I do outside of my channel. But, I try to keep that to a minimal, because when I usually do curse, I usually say, when I curse on camera, I usually say, "Damn it," or "God." Or, I mean, no, God's not a bad word. Let me think. What the hell? And those are pretty much two that I usually say a lot. But the words like f***, shit, and, let me think. Those are the only two that I can think of off the top of my head. Like, piss. Or maybe not that one. Yeah, those words, I rarely ever say during gameplay. But when I do get scared, I'm like, f***, what the f***, and, shit, that kind of thing. Except for when, except for this game, because, it's pretty much just an empty staircase. Yeah. Not sure how, I think this is a pretty good game that I picked to, like, talk about what I do for a living and that kind of stuff. Let me think. I animate. I covered that already. See? Just right there I could have cursed. But if anybody in the comments want me to, like, let loose and that kind of thing, tell me. I'd be happy to. Unless if they're a lot of 7-year-olds or 8-year-olds or 12-year-olds. I'm not against that in any way. It's just yeah. Don't know what floor I'm on. Yeah, what was that figure standing at the end of the hallway for that for some matter. Not sure what let me think. Oh, was that a shadow? Let me think. Maybe after this next death, after this next crash, I'm probably gonna stop recording. Because I pretty much covered all of the major things that I usually like to do on my channel, and what I usually do for a living. I act, I sing, I'm in an a cappella group, covered that already. Tenor 1, technically covered that. Josh Groban is my idol. Let me think. The animators that I probably want to be like one day are the animators from Disney or Valve. Because their animations are have really evolved over the years, especially the ones from Pixar. I think Disney's pretty well at animating their stuff, but Pixar, holy crap. If you guys know what I'm talking about, you should watch WALL-E. Because what the heck is the animation in that? It's way too real. Like, it's so real. Graphics are great, and by the time it came out, it was absolutely ridiculous. The sound effects in that were pretty good too. Let me think. My favorite game I've ever played. Whew, that's a tough one. I don't think I have a favorite game. They're all really good. My favorite horror game at the time was probably Half-Life, although it's not really a horror game per se, but it kind of acts like a horror, especially Half-Life Alyx, which that game is ridiculously well animated. Everything looks so freaking real in that, well, except for all the lagginess and that kind of thing, because of my computer being the mess as it is. When it plays it. I mean, because a lot of games can't really play Half-Life Alyx very well. Because it's such a big game. Yeah. It takes a lot of work to, like, put into it, that kind of thing. Let me think. What else? Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I think I'm probably going to have to cover any additional information, and on the next death I'm probably going to have to stop the video, because I've already talked about mostly of what I usually really like to do, and that kind of thing. Let me think. I know I sound like a broken record when I say stuff like this, but yeah. Because at the time there were a lot of stuff that I didn't really go over. I've already went through the same playthroughs every now and then, and as you can probably tell, I'm a pretty jumpy boy when it comes to jump scares. Yeah. Oh yeah, and that Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted live stream, the attention it got. What the frick? I mean, in this case, sorry, excuse my French, because all of the attention it got by the time that it was released. What the fuck? I am super impressed by all of the attention that everybody gave me. But looking back at the live stream's comments, I noticed that there was a lot of spamming near the end, in which I don't have any moderators in order to help me resolve that conflict. Because I'm pretty sure you need to be monetized in order to have moderators and members and that kind of thing. You need to have like a lot of different subscribers and views and that kind of thing. So I'm not sure if... Oh, fucking God. Anyway, so yeah. I said I would pretty much wrap it up there. So, I got to talk about pretty much everything that I do for a living, what are my interests, what are my everything, so that you guys now know everything about me. I have a pretty big family. My name is Mitch Valentine. That's my full name, Mitch Valentine. Remember that. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up everything. I will see you all in the next playthrough. See you all later.